Well, when you're staging, you're sitting around thinking, well, did I do this right? Did I do that right? Is everything tight? Fuel tank full, ice box full?
I still get nervous. I've done it for 40 years, and I won't lie. I still get worked up.
Behind the Hood, stories from the National Tractor Pulling Championships. Kevin and Danny Smucker, the Louisville, Ohio farmer duo behind Rampage Pulling Team, come to Bowling Green to collect some points in the highly competitive Grand National Pro Stock Division.
We farm, that's all I've did all my life since I was a kid, and I started pulling county fairs and stuff around home with like farm tractors, and it just kind of snowballed from there. My son started driving, and I didn't get to run it much, and I missed it, so we bought a second tractor. We were actually running this git-er-dun for another guy out of Missouri. We were helping him out, and then we ended up buying it and went to a 2-tractor team.
I got into it at a young age. My dad's done it all my life. I started pulling when I was about 11 on an antique tractor at the local antique power show, and kind of just grew from there into some farm stock. The fun working on the engines, you know, making the power, using the power, traveling around the summer, seeing different people how they farm. When he bought his first tractor, they couldn't decide on a name, so they put some names in a hat. And
I called the guy to come letter it, and I had a 3 names picked out, and he liked Rampage, so that's been our name ever since. I mean, it kind of stuck with us. As far as I'm concerned, it's the best class there is. I mean, it's so competitive. On a given night, we'll have, you know, 10, 12 tractors, and any one of them could win. I mean, nobody's dominant.
Danny has been parked atop the point standings for much of the season, with Kevin following just a few spots back.
Well, when you're staging, you're sitting around thinking, well, did I do this right? Did I do that right? Is everything tight? Fuel tank full, ice box full?
I still get nervous. I've done it for 40 years, and I won't lie. I still get worked up.
You want to be as smooth as possible and try to get the sled moving as fast as you can in that first 50 feet, because the pulls are won and lost in the first 50. But there's a lot more to it than sit in the seat and push the throttle.
Night 1 in arguably the most popular class calls for 38 drivers to pilot their turbocharged diesel smoke-spewing tractors in a pull-down style high-horsepower showdown. Concludes with Kevin in 4th place and Danny in the middle of the pack at 17th.
It's a rush. I mean, I've been doing it for 40 years, you know, and I still love to do it.
It's cool at Bowling Green. You can sit in the stands all day and just enjoy the show and be a spectator. We can sit around and you can watch the other division and see your friends pull in the other classes. We never really get to watch them because we're getting our own stuff ready.
There's a lot of good people in this sport. Anybody here would do anything for anybody else to help them if they had a problem or something. And we're all friends, but when it comes to pull time on the track, that kind of stops. Everybody is out to beat the other guy.
Their second hooks in BG earned Danny 2nd place and 30 more points to help solidify his place at top of the class, while Kevin closes out the weekend in 20th.
It was a good night. I actually thought Danny was going to win it. I didn't think anybody was going to get him. He had a heck of a run, but one tractor got by him.
We're hoping to get the wins. Dad got one last year. He usually does better here than I do, but it's always special to do well here.
On behalf of the Northwestern Ohio Tractor Pullers, congratulations on your 2nd place finish. It was a great run out there tonight. It shows hard work gets it done.
Thanks, Dave. Thank you and the Blue Shirts for all your hard work putting this event on, and all the fans for coming out.
After finishing their season and each earning a spot in the invitation-only Enderley Pull-Off, Danny took top honors as 2022 Grand National Pro Stock Champion, in addition to being named Pro Stock Puller of the Year, while Kevin landed 4th overall in points. On the next episode of Behind the Hook.
That's the beauty of this sport. Everybody is friends.
I might need some help because they're going to pull it off.
We're at Bowling Green. You got to put it all back together. Try for the next day.
Behind the Hook. Stories from the National Tractor Pulling Championships.